Radical.
We'll call this the warm-up for the next comment of the week. There was a comment that's in this folder. I got about maybe 30 comments from that week, and I got to whittle them down to 9. You know, the 3 almost honorable mentions, the honorable mentions, and the medalist. Now, this comment, sadly, maybe if it was, a little longer, a little more to it, this comment, sadly, George, did not make it into it, all right? But I still want to speak to this comment a little bit, even though you're not, a medalist, okay? Sometimes I might do this from time to time if I see a comment and I just really want to talk about some things in that comment, and I'm allowed to do that because this is my channel. I make the fucking rules here, all right? But again, George, don't get excited. You're not there. You're not there. But you've been there before, and you could maybe get there again, all right? George says, Rick, your rants are better than ever. Congratulations. My problem is not with you or your channel. I feel that these people survived all the criticism and pressure that we've put on them in the last couple of years. There was a time when I thought they were going to crumble like a house of cards. It was exciting. But they slowly return to their old ways because their audiences have selective memory and forgive everything. Take Barnacules, for instance. He shot himself in the foot several times, enough to terminate his YouTube career. But he's still here now with even lazier content, basically live streams. I feel demotivated and disappointed. I will always support our cause, your channel, and our small but relevant community, but it sucks that the e-bagger mentality is still alive and kicking. Have we lost our battle? I give my thoughts, man. That's all I do. That's all I've ever done on this channel. I give my thoughts, and then, it formulated into a community. A big part of this community are people that, like myself, we don't like people accepting donations on YouTube. Just to boil it down, we don't like that. I mean, we damn sure don't like, P.O. boxes. We damn sure don't like what's beyond that, which is a lot of shadiness, a lot of cons, things beyond that. We don't like false copyright strikes. We don't like a lot of these things, okay? So it's fair to say that most of the current community here is against that kind of stuff. I had an upload early this year called My Frustrations. It's when I sit down and I realize that, let's say even if I replicated myself 10, 20, 30 times to continue to try to output, to upload over and over and over again, I wouldn't cause a dent, in a lot of it. I would not. Not a significant dent to push against the status quo on this platform. And that was a tough realization, but I made that realization. But a lot of people, they got caught up in the battle. They thought for a second, hey, we might win. And I think winning that battle would actually not be, of course, the elimination of all e-begging on YouTube, but to open the eyes of people and to actually make people second guess, maybe rolling out of memberships or rolling out of Patreon. It would make people second guess that. But it's demotivating when you see a motherfucker, a millionaire like Angry Joe that gets away with it. When you see people fuck people over and con people, and then they get away with it. People have selective memories. But I think the actual reply I left to his comment is, it's never over, when I and a lot of you continue to open people's eyes. It's never over when someone comes to a video and says, you know what, I used to donate to this guy, but that guy's a piece of shit. I'm no longer donating to any YouTubers because most of them are just full of shit, and they just want our money, they just want our donations, right? Might be a rough edit here, because I got on a soapbox, George, and I got drunk and I fell off that soapbox, as I often do. But I'll reel it in, and I'll tell you this one thing, okay? There was a time not all that long ago on YouTube, when it was not normalized. Patreon was not normalized. E-begging was not normalized. A creator might, think twice about uploading a, Patreon reveal upload. They might blush a little bit, and their voice might crack a little bit. during that upload. Not all that long ago, there was a time before there was normalization. A lot of these channel creators had to get together to normalize things like Patreon on this platform. Okay, it was a collective effort, okay, from a lot of YouTubers. Okay, collective effort. There was a lot of back and forth. This is why a lot of these YouTubers promote each other's Patreon. There's a collective effort to keep this shit going. So for there to be any progress, wouldn't there have to be a collective effort from a lot of channels that were speaking out against Patreon? There would have to be a push against Patreon. Hashtag push against Patreon. There would have to be.